Hey everybody, Michael here once again. Welcome back to the YouTube channel for the documentary series about urbanism, The Life-Size City. Street closures, play streets, all over the world we're seeing this happen. Citizens rising up and saying, you know what, we want to use that democratic space, the streets of our cities, to give our kids somewhere to play, as a place for our neighbors to meet, to have events, to hang out and drink some beers, barbecue some food, as we have done on our streets of all the cities around the world for 7,000 years. The most democratic spaces in the history of Homo sapiens. I've probably said that a few times before on this channel. You might have seen it before in your city, wherever you might be, and let's just see a lot more of it as we move forward. But in this segment, I want to show you today from the Buenos Aires episode of The Life-Size City. Man, I met some people who really have nailed the model for the ultimate play street for a neighborhood. A passionate woman leading a group of passionate friends and inspiring neighbors in taking back the public space that belongs to all of us, the street in front of their homes, even just for a weekend. These people down there in Buenos Aires, they have it all figured out. It really is an amazing transferable model, and they also gather as much data and experience interviewing people, using the kids to get their perceptions of what could be better in the city, in the neighborhood. And man, it was really a pleasure to meet them in Buenos Aires. So let's go. In every city I visit with the Life-Size City, many of the guests know each other. There's like a little network in all of these places. But there's always one person that everybody talks about and everybody knows. And I'm going to meet the one here in Buenos Aires.
Toc, 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 cielo!
Hi, Carolina. Hi.
How are you? The invitation was, come and play in the street. It was just that. We didn't say anything else. We didn't promote anything. And all this amount of kids and parents came.
As an architect and founder of the urban consulting team, Urbanismo Vivo, Carolina wants citizens to claim the city as their home, and not just as a backdrop to their working lives. She's making it happen by connecting citizens with their urban environment in playful and very tangible ways. What is the general response?
No one has complained. Like neighbors here, many don't have kids, and despite that, they put the cars somewhere else for us to make this urban living. Some people just go through the crosswalk and they're like, oh, this is so arty, this is so nice, this is so different. We really needed a crosswalk. Like there's no crosswalks in all the
Like up there?
corner. Yeah.
Okay, on the corner. Okay, let's go
Let
look.
me show you. There's none in all the 4 blocks, in all the 4 crosswalks. In this block, they always do these block parties, and we wanted to do like a new entrance to this space.
Yeah, cool.
But it also worked as a crosswalk.
Right. Oh, it's
So-
beautiful, yeah.
This whole play with the kids, it's a huge treasure hunt.
Oh, right, okay.
So they are looking for the treasure, all with these clues. And these clues give a map. So they just arrange the map.
Oh, and the decibels just increased, so I think
Because
they maybe
the
found
treasure
it.
is very close. The whole thing about this treasure hunt, actually it's not obviously the treasure hunt. It's for the kids to play in the street. We have a huge history of kids playing in the street and the parents just living in the front door. This has been lost, and the idea is to resignify the concept of street, not only for cars, not only for transport or for transitions, but for a place to be.
Carolina's idea for getting families together is a long-term plan for the community. Give kids a reason to play outside, throw in some food and drinks, and you've got yourself a life-sized block party. Who wouldn't want to join in? What else do you do with kids?
We do walks with kids, and we do different activities in the walks that have to do with connecting with the city, but also being able to walk on their own and being able to understand the kind of the responsibility they have as pedestrians, but also as citizens, and to be able to show also their parents that their kids can walk 2-hour walks. It's just that they have to be entertained and they have to understand the pace the kids go. It's not the same velocity that we walk. Mm-hmm. So it goes both ways. It's sort of for the kids, but for the parents to get the kids.
Right.
And we make a lot of activities for them to connect and to play with the city. We make them think in what they want and what they like and what they dislike and what do they need. And they start saying like, we need light. So how many lights are in this block? Like, do you think it's enough? Like, do we need trees? Yes. Why? Because of the shade. And they start like answering all these things that we need and that we don't need. And we start counting them on the streets. This concept of thinking, how are we occupying the streets? What do we privilege over what things? And what do we want?
What about the city at large? I mean, how do you tackle something on that scale?
Because this city, it is taken as a reference for other cities in Argentina, then we should really like step up the game in participation, in community involvement, and in make it a more equal city. ¿Intentan escucharlo?
Vamos. ¿Nos sentamos? ¿Nos sentamos?
Siéntense todos a escuchar el mensaje. A ver, ¿qué dice ese tesoro?
Se le entregará una piedra de poder a cada niño que encuentre este tesoro y le dará fuerza para volver a conquistar la calle, llenarla nuevamente de juegos y de color.